In this procedure, you will learn how to reconstitute powdered medication and prepare a dose of medication for the patient. Using the drug reference information and the provider's order, review the information on the medication. Clarify any questions you have with the provider. Select the right medication from the storage area. Check the medication label against the order. Look for the right name, form, and route. Check for the expiration date to make sure the vials are not expired. Verify the right dose and the right time. Read the medication label to determine the correct diluent. Obtain the diluent and check the name, route, and expiration date. Assemble the supplies required for the procedure. If needed, calculate the dose of medication required. Perform the second medication label check. Compare the medication label to the order and directions for reconstituting the powder. Check for the right name, form, and route. Wash or sanitize your hands. Open and assemble the syringes and needles. If needed, attach the needles to the syringes without contaminating the units. Remove the caps from the vials. Clean the rubber stoppers of both vials with alcohol wipes. Let the stoppers dry. To keep the pressure of the vial equal, you need to remove the same volume of air as the amount of diluent you'll be mixing with the medication. Insert the needle of the largest volume syringe unit. Make sure the tip stays out of the powder. Pull back on the plunger and withdraw air equal to the amount of diluent that must be added. Then, pull the needle out of the stopper. Using the syringe with the aspirated air equal to the amount of diluent needed, insert the needle into the center of the rubber stopper of the diluent vial. Make sure the needle is not in the fluid. Push the air into the vial, but do not force the air into the vial. With the palm of your non-dominant hand facing upward, grasp the vial between your middle and index finger. Keeping the syringe unit in the vial, pick up and invert both the syringe unit and vial. Use your thumb, ring, and little fingers of your non-dominant hand to stabilize the syringe in the vial. Pull down on the plunger until you have more diluent than what you need. Continue to hold the vial and syringe unit in a vertical position with the needle pointing upward. With your dominant hand, use either your fingers or a pen to tap the bubbles to the top of the barrel. Keep the syringe at eye level. Once all the air bubbles are at the top, push the plunger slowly to the correct calibration marking for the ordered dose. Double check that no air bubbles are in the syringe and that the right dose was measured. If everything is correct, disconnect the vial from the syringe and needle unit. Insert the needle into the stopper of the powdered medication vial. Push the diluent into the vial. If you meet resistance, don't use force. Lift your finger off the plunger and allow air to fill in the syringe. Gradually work all the diluent into the vial. Withdraw the needle from the vial. Discard the needle and syringe in the biohazard sharps container. Gently mix the vial by rolling it between your palms. Mix the medication until all the powder is dissolved. Clean the rubber stopper of the powdered medication vial with an alcohol wipe. Let the stopper dry. With the second syringe in a vertical position, pull the syringe plunger down. Draw up an amount of air equal to the amount of medication ordered. Hold the vial firmly against a flat surface. Insert the needle into the center of the dried rubber stopper. Inject the aspirated air above the fluid in the vial. With the palm of your non-dominant hand facing upward, grasp the vial between your middle and index fingers. Keeping the syringe unit in the vial, pick up and invert them. Use your thumb, ring, and little fingers of your non-dominant hand to stabilize the syringe in the vial. With the syringe at eye level, pull the plunger down using your dominant hand. Fill the syringe with more medication than what was ordered. Continue to hold the vial and syringe unit vertically, with the needle pointing upward in your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, either use your fingers or a pen to tap the bubbles to the top of the barrel. Once all the air bubbles are at the top, Push the plunger slowly to the correct calibration marking for the ordered dose. Double-check that no air bubbles remain in the syringe and that the right dose was measured. Use the one-hand scoop technique to recover the needle. Perform the third medication label check. Compare each medication label to the order. Check for the right name, form, and route. Maintain the sterility of the medication and the needle throughout the procedure. If medication is in a multi-dose vial, label the expiration date, diluent added, and your initials. Clean up the work area. Put the packaging and other waste in the waste container. Discard the vials in the biohazard waste container.